Right now then, we have in the studio with us right now is a man that comes from Leigh-on-Sea, but he has previously been all over the place, basically. But this is a very, very lovely gentleman. His name is Frankie Peroni. Frankie, hello, good evening.
Oh, hello, Nigel, and thanks for asking me on, mate. I'm really loving it. And I'll tell you what, you're playing some banging tunes.
Oh, right,
I've been listening to them for the last 10 minutes. Brilliant.
Thank you very much indeed. That's what it's all about. So, right, so let's go back in time. I mean, I came across you through your appearance on the Long Lost Families with Davina McCall. We'll cover that in a little bit.
Yep.
And obviously, you found your brother, Paul Connolly, who I've interviewed previously.
That's right. Paul tracked me down from that programme, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously when Paul was on here, we spoke about his book, Big Boys Don't Cry. So, right, now, let's talk about you, where you came from originally, and obviously you went backwards and forwards all over the place, and you was involved with foster care and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was indeed. I mean, in fact, me and Paul's lives are quite parallel in that respect. I mean, he was in a children's home, but I was fostered from pillar to post as a child myself.
Yeah.
Only because my mother was really ill, and I was fostered out in Northern Ireland at one point to my family out there, which wasn't a great experience, if I'm honest.
No.
But I was out there in the late 60s when the British troops moved in, and that was even horrible as well for me because being in Northern Ireland at that time and being British, I had to be picked up from school and everything. Because I would have been stoned by people.
Yeah. No, that's exactly right. So where was you? Whereabouts in Ireland was you?
I was in County Tyrone, Newton Stewart, Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
And that's where I went to school for a while.
Yeah.
And lived over there. And during that time, my father died. And this is the father that is obviously Paul's father as well. So me and Paul have got the same father, and that's how Paul's tracked me down by the DNA on my heritage.
It's fantastic how things can turn out nowadays, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, there is more to this story which you'll probably ask me about later on, Nigel. You know about this. I've told you when we talked privately. But this whole experience has been incredible, really, because the parallels we've got, me and Paul, when people watch the programme, like we was in the same school at the same time at one point.
Yeah.
Which I was shocked when he told me that school on the programme. You know,
because that was. You're older, aren't you?
I am older, yeah. But I don't look at Nigel, do I?
No, actually, you're better looking than Paul. But hopefully, you're not listening, Paul, because I love you, man. I love you. But no, so I've got to say that if Paul was sitting here, it'd be the other way around.
Yeah, no, yeah. Don't try and dig yourself out of it. That's what I was trying to say is about, at one time Paul told me that he went to Repton Boxing Club. Obviously he was a lot better at boxing than me because I got my nose broken and left, but he's a much better boxer than me. I think he was going to turn pro at one point. But yeah, all these little things that are parallels in our lives, you know what I mean? And he's a writer, obviously, and I write. Obviously he writes books, I write songs.
Yeah.
So it's incredible.
Your music, we're going to play a few of the tracks tonight on here. So originally then, let's go back. So way back, you was in Northern Ireland, you was farmed off out of there, and then you came back. That must have been... Now, let's talk about the experience you had, horrid, in Ireland by your foster parents.
Well, they weren't my foster parents in Ireland, they were actually my family, and very Catholic, very religious people, but at the same time, not very kind to children.
No.
I remember my granny used to birch me with a birch and rip it off a tree. A little birch, I don't know if people know what that is, it's like a branch that's flexible. And whack me across the back of the legs, across the arms with it. And then the next minute we'd be going to church and we'd be saying the rosary and all that. It put me off religion for a long time. But I found God again later on in life. That put me off that experience in Ireland for religion. And I don't mean that all Catholics are like that, it's just that my particular family were hypocritical, and that's all. So
now, just very briefly on the religious side, what are you, Methodist now or something?
No, I count myself. I'm not. I pray to God every day.
Yeah,
I'm a Catholic.
Catholic
still,
Catholic.
Yeah,
so you haven't changed your religion?
No, I haven't changed my religion. No.
No, that's fine. But, so that. I got the cane when I was at school and things like that. That was from the birch to the cane, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, well, look, those... when you think back to the 70s, when you used to get a ruler across the knuckles...
Yeah.
You can't imagine that happening nowadays.
A teacher throwing a blackboard.
Oh, the blackboard rubber, yeah.
Yeah.
on the back of the head.
Yeah, back of the head, yeah.
You just can't imagine that sort of thing happening nowadays, could you?
No.
It's incredible.
No. Yeah, so, no, it's a very, very interesting world that we all come from. So originally then, you came from back to here. So when you came back to here, you was in a school in Hornchurch?
No, we were living in London at the time, and I think we was living in Shoreditch.
Right.
And then eventually my mum asked to go out to what they called the countryside, which was Dagenham. So they called it the countryside back then. So
if you like full cars, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But no, we moved out to Dagenham. Then my mum became ill again, and I had to be fostered all over the UK and stuff. So yeah, and then I got into some bad people and did some things that I'm not proud of.
Yeah.
You know, as a kid, like criminal offences, and eventually I got a social worker who really changed my life. He got me my first job when I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
And once I got my first job, I thought, I want to work. I want to do something with my life. I'm not going to go to prison. I'm not going to go down that road again. Yeah. And I turned my life around. Yeah.
So with the sort of criminal side, what was that? Breaking in places?
Oh, that was what we used to call TDA, burglary.
Taking driving away, yeah.
Yeah, and some other stuff as well. But it's all been spent now.
Yeah, gone.
You know, that was 50 years ago.
You're a better person. Yeah, of course you are. Yeah. So now, obviously, you've found God as well. Let's talk about your visions of what happens with the long lost families, and then we'll come back to a little bit more about you later on. Now, obviously, Davina and McCall got you together. Production, I know how that works. People out there probably do know a little bit. But when you see these things on telly, these are not, a 20-minute, 10-minute, whatever section. That could take all day to do that. Yeah, so that particular meeting with Paul, when we met at Battlesbridge, I think that must have been a couple of hours. Right. And now, when you think that's been culled down to, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes? Yeah. Because he brought his children along as well, didn't he?
He brought Archie along. And it's just, we just flowed conversation. We didn't even know the time was going. We just kept talking. So I know it was a long time we was talking. But, they do edit it down. But everything's real. Yeah. Now, when he told me on camera that he'd gone to the same school, I didn't know at all. I had no idea before No. So this is where we talk about my other brother later, maybe. But,
yes. You can talk about it now if you like.
Yeah, so what happened was, I haven't seen my full blood brother for about 45, 50 years. And I was looking for him. I knew he'd been in Ireland. He was given away by my mum to her mum. So he was brought up by her mum. It's really complicated. But I was looking for him for that long, 25 years. Without any DNA whatsoever, the programme people, the researchers, I asked them, could they probably find him? Yeah. And they found him in 6 weeks with no DNA. Absolutely incredible research team.
But he didn't believe it, did he?
No, he didn't believe it. So what happened was, they contacted him, and he thought it was a scam, which, to be honest, when I got the first letter, I did a little bit, but then the phone call came. But he said, no, I'm not interested. Then they gave me his number. So once they gave me his number, and I talked to him on the phone, he could not go on the programme because it has to be real. It has to be real. Proper, the meeting has to be real.
Can't even look like you've met before or whatever,
it's another great arm to the story because I've found my full-blood brother as well.
Yeah. You knew him before, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. We grew up... When I was out in Ireland, being fostered out there and living out there, and, we spent a lot of time together. But that's probably when the last time we saw each other.
So that would have been, 40 years, something like that?
Yeah, it would have been back in 1969 to 73, something around that time.
Yeah.
But, that was another great part of the story for me. Yeah. And we talk every day as well, so, it's good.
That's great. So, obviously, Paul's a very busy guy and everything else now, but you...
Yeah, we've met for lunch. We've done... Yeah, you've got small steps with this sort of thing. Yeah, When you haven't known someone, and that's only in your life, you haven't known them, and you find all these things out, it's a bit overwhelming. Yeah. It's got to soak it all in, you know what I mean? So... But yeah, we'll connect. We're definitely connecting.
Yeah, definitely. That's nice. So that's really cool. So now you are a completely different person. You've changed your life around. You've found God, and now you're an entertainer out there. You're a musician. You write your own songs, which I think are absolutely fantastic. Because I think all of these songs we've got on here now, you've written yourself.
Yeah, I've written these songs. Yeah. I'm a singer-songwriter. I have been doing it for many years. I mean, I was writing with my another guy, George Cassidy, at one point, and we had a band. We got signed to Warner Chappell Publishing, so we've always done music, all had studios, But now I'm concentrating. I've only just started going out gigging. Going to take my stuff out live because the South End area, all around the South End area, is incredible for music. I mean, just a little plug. I play the Craftsman every Thursday night with a load of great musicians, including Joe Beer and Jim. And if you want to come down to Craftsman, come and watch me on a Thursday night, Hamlet Court Road, 8 p.m. But the other thing is, I was going to... Sorry, Nigel, we're getting a plug in now.
Carry on, that's fine.
But, so I've always done music, I've always written songs, and I like working with other artists as well. And I am on all the platforms, Spotify and everything, so, I just love writing songs. It's my passion.
So you write songs... one of the songs is to do with the programme, isn't it, effectively?
Yeah, so what happened there was, after I got the interview with Nicky Campbell...
Yeah.
And Paul got Dibbing and McCall...
He's a great guy.
Yeah, Nicky Campbell's a really great guy as well. Yeah. Mm. He actually listened to my songs and gave me a breakdown of them as well. He's a nice guy. So in between talking to him, I thought, I'm going to write this song. I had an idea in my head. And once he showed me Paul's picture at the interview, and I thought, I'm going to write a song about this, which is this, really. It's a painful song. It basically is about me and Paul never thought we were ever loved. When we were growing up, and we felt that all the time. We was not loved by anyone.
No.
And that's another parallel in our lives. But I truly believe that you've got to get past that yourself. That's something that you've got to deal with yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't want to carry that with you all through your life that you haven't been loved.
No.
I mean?
Now this particular song, which is called "Share My Blood." Does this put things to bed as well, in some respect?
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah, any song does, like that you write about. I mean, it's an emotional song, and it does put things to bed. It definitely does. Yeah.
Cool. We'll play this now because this is absolutely fan. So obviously, Frankie actually produced this song, wrote this song, and it's called "Share My Blood." Have a listen. This is amazing.
Woke up on a Monday morning, opened up my mail. Got a letter from a stranger, weaving me a tale. Said someone's been looking for you across the universe. Someone with a parallel life and a story that's much worse. And as a child I was given nothing. I always felt that I was never loved. And I hoped there'd be somebody out there who shed my blood. Who shed my blood. Sometimes we all look back at the times in our lives, how we came from the darkest places, then we found the light. This story will unfold and truths will be told. We'll find a better path before we get too old. And the damage both of us endured from our mothers and our fathers can't be cured. We have risen and both found love. And now I know you share my blood. And now I know you share my blood. As a child I was given nothing. I always felt that I was never loved. And I hoped there'd be somebody out there who shed my blood. Who shed my blood.
isn't that fantastic? The words, I've listened to it, fantastic. Meant a lot, didn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does.
And do you think it's helped?
Yeah, it's like when you relationships, isn't it? Well, I always pour my heart out when things happen to me in life in song. So they are of a moment. Them songs are of a moment, and they mean a lot to me. You know what I mean? And then maybe some other people can connect with them as well, because they're out there in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do write a lot of breakup songs.
Right. Where are you now?
I'm single now.
Ah, right, okay.
I'm a single guy.
Legend, right? Yeah. Leon C. And Westcliff. Sorry, why did I say Leon C?
West to the cliff.
West to the cliff. Yeah, down there on that. It's not a cliff. Oh dear. No, yes. So Westcliff. Why am I talking about Leon C? Westcliff. Yes, of course. So now, let me just turn that off. Someone's trying to break in my house. That's all right. Right, that's fine. That's handy. Right. So, so basically, you are out there now. You're doing your own thing.
Yep.
Now, you've done a lot of breakup songs, but love would be a nice thing in your world as well, if you could find it.
Yeah, of course.
Or do you find it a pressure, or?
No, I do want to find someone, but you know, the older you get, the harder it is to find someone to match you, someone that you want, you know, connect with as a soulmate as well. You know what I mean? It's very difficult, very difficult. Yeah. But I've got a lot of friends, and I'm really happy in Southend, and got a lot of muso friends now as well, and it's really happening. I love it here. I love it in Southend, and I love it in the area I'm in at the moment. I mean, that's it. It shows you, doesn't it? Like we was talking earlier. Yeah. You really wish that Paul was in Las Vegas or yes, I did.
Yeah, Spain or wherever.
Canada, New Zealand.
Where was he? Billericay. Hey?
I love it.
Yeah, the land of. Yeah,
they would have flown me out to Vegas as well, Nigel.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they would have done.
Yeah,
of course. You know, that would have been fantastic, wouldn't it? Paul, can you move? Right, we're going to do a revisit on the show. Yeah, that would have been cool, wouldn't it?
No, absolutely.
But no, it's so now. Obviously, I think with this show, it's made a difference to you. You've long lost. You found someone you hadn't seen for a load of years.
And yeah, look, more than one, you know, Paul and my brother Vincent. Yeah, that's incredible, yeah.
Yeah, so, and now you've got friends all around you down there, you know, you found God, which is amazing, and then you do a lot of stuff. You do digital production as well, don't you?
Yeah, I've got my own studio, and I like to work with other artists as well, if I can, as well, like getting guest vocalists and everything for my tracks, sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I get bored singing them all the time myself.
Yeah, well, does that must help you as well?
Where do
you get the singers from? Is that like from open mic nights or
sometimes
people you know?
Or it's just people I've met on the line. I've seen them put a video up and they're local, and I say, well, I'd like you to come over to the studio and sing a song. Try. Yeah. And when I recognise a good vocalist, I'd like to get them over to the studio and do stuff for them. Yeah.
That's excellent.
Or just work with anyone really in the studio, helping them out.
Because we do a lot on here. We have an open mic night every Monday night, I think it is.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, on here, and I'll give you the details and who runs it as well. You might want to go along to that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
His name's Kev Pegger, but he does a show then on Sunday mornings from the open mic night, recorded and everything else.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can get you in touch with him.
Yeah, that's great.
And so basically, that helps with open mic nights and things like that. And we try as much as we possibly can to support.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah,
artists and coming through our ranks, if you like. The likes of Katy Perry, and some of those have been in the studio here. There was the other one, she was in X Factor. Then we had some of the X Factor presenters.
Lucy Spragan, is it?
Yeah, you know, like, and they've come and done interviews with us.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff. Then we had more, obviously more people, not open mic nights or anything, but stars as well.
Oh, maybe you could get me my own show on here then.
Speak to the boss,
Frankie Peroni show.
Yeah, well, yeah. Speak to the boss.
No, I'd like to do the open mic night after, Nigel, if you can get me that details.
Yeah, Kev Pigg. Yeah, I'll get you the details on that, and that's something that you might want to be interested in. I'll check it out as well, as well, because you know what my memory's like. It's pretty rubbish.
Oh, that's right, mate.
So now, I'm going to do a quick advert, and then Mikey, you met Mikey earlier, and then The Man Who Can't Be Loved. What's that story about? Is that...
Well, it's about me.
Yeah.
A man that can't be loved. I'm single again, Nigel. What can I say?
And that song's written because you're single again, or was it a previous one?
It's previously when I was single again.
Right.
I was single again once.
Once? Well, yeah.
How can I explain it?
We need to get you connected somewhere.
No, it's a love song. It's basically a love song.
It is a love song. So the man who can't be loved, a lovely song, and he's a brilliant writer as well, of course. You'll actually find out what a brilliant writer with all the words on these songs. And if you want a copy of the show tomorrow, don't forget you'll get it right here on Phoenix FM in the morning. But this is the man who can't be loved.
Took your love and wasted the future ahead. We were only good together when we were in your bed. Now you won't be my lover, you won't be my friend, you won't be with me till the bitter end. I won't be your rock and we'll never touch base. The last thing I saw was your crying face. I can take the blame and I can face the shame of knowing what I did, and I'll never do again. Working through those years, and now that I've confessed, it was me who broke this back, but our sex life was the best. And I won't be your light, and I won't feel your soul, and I won't make it right when you're losing control. You won't be my shoulder, you won't be my moon, you won't call me up, say we ended too soon. And all the wisest men would never make mistakes. To love someone, to hate someone in that same very space. Relationships with trust is something we discussed, but deep inside we both know that all we have is lust. It's not right for us. It's not right for us. Time and you won't want space. Delete all our photos, erase any trace. And love won't be pushed and the heart won't be shoved, but I will be the man who can't be loved.
I listened to this tune last night. I'll tell you what, pretty amazing. The man who can't be loved. I don't believe that. I don't believe that one little bit.
Well, help, be my wingman then.
Yeah, left or right, left or right. Or shall I be the propeller? Right, so basically, that's the words of that are amazing. Now, I mean, as you say, you actually get people to come in and sing and everything else, and you're all part of helping people's careers as well.
That kind of inspires me. When I hear a great vocalist, I like to write for them.
Yeah.
You know, I think I can write a song for them, for their style. That's what I like as well. Apart from doing my own stuff and just recording for my own self. But yeah, I just love that.
So now, interesting enough, you said earlier that you like the tunes that I was playing.
Yes. It takes me back, see.
They're the old clubs and everything.
Well, I was talking about that with your colleague earlier on in the green room. And, you know, when I was talking about Oscars, the Green Gate and all that, and Hollywood and Tots and all them places.
So you've actually probably passed in the past anyway.
Yeah. So all these places are legendary places from the past that played some great songs. Room at the Top. That was another great legendary place.
Mikey used to do the... I used to go there, but Mikey used to... DJ Epping Forest Country Club.
Oh, yeah.
And I knew Froggy very well and all that.
You know Froggy?
Yeah. Shame that guy. Amazing.
Yeah, I know.
But, all them... And,
they were legendary times for music. They really were.
They were. And, I used to do a few bits on JFM in London, the Park Station. So, we got... over the music, fantastic.
I like the Northern Soul scene as well in that territory.
I've got Northern Soul to play now. I've got 3 tracks.
Yeah, I love the Northern Soul stuff.
So
remember
that and reggae.
The Kent record label was a great compilation label, the Kent record label for Northern Soul.
Yeah.
It was brilliant,
Yeah. And of course, it was all originally came out of Wigan. So, and that's, and then the mods grabbed hold of it, and rest is history, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
So, but we've got another track to play. I'm going to play this just very quickly. It's all about Mikey's Breakfast Show, and then we'll speak a little bit more about the music side as well.
Mikey's Breakfast.
I saw an interview with a young lady on the TV once. She was about 14, 15, and Somebody said to her, "What do you want to be when you leave school?" And she said, and I quote, "I want to be a Kardashian."
Mikey's Breakfast, 7 to 10 weekdays on Phoenix FM.
I've got to tell you, he's a nutcase, but I tell you what, he's a lovely guy as well. But also, that girl never became a Kardashian, I tell you. She didn't make it. No. So now we've got, let's talk about... just a little bit more about the show, because I think that the show that they did for you, obviously you met Nicky Campbell. He's a great guy. I remember when we was at Capitol and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's a lovely man, actually. He's genuine.
Yeah, very, very genuine guy. Scotch guy, genuine. So he helped you along with your songs. What was
he's a songwriter as well, Nicky Campbell. So he came into the studio and he said, "Look, send me some songs." Well, when people say that, they're celebrities, send me some songs, you think, you won't listen to them. But I sent him 5 songs and he sent back a breakdown of each song. He could tell me that the drums was too loud in this bit. He listened to every single song and he gave a good breakdown of every song as well. And he's a good critique.
As a producer,
Yeah.
For you, that's great, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Drums too loud or...
Yeah, something like that. Just a little production things, that's all. But he liked my songs. He said he liked the songs, so...
Yeah.
But, But he never got me any airplay, so...
We should have done.
Come on, mate.
Nicky, mate.
Come on, Nicky.
Nicky, yeah. Now, Davina, what's she like?
Well, I never met her.
Oh.
Paul is the only one that met her.
Yeah.
Paul's the only one that met her. And obviously... Nicky Campbell came to mine, and I never got to meet her. It's a damn shame.
Yeah, no. Very attractive lady, yeah.
But yes, but it's an eye opener how they make that programme though, because some people might think, oh but no, you have to. It has to be honest. You have to. When they meet for the first time, they meet for the first time, the conversation has to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Battlebridge. You can't think of anywhere. Talk about Antiques Roadshow.
Yes, Battlesbridge, I know.
There's a nice round
the
there,
difference between Battlesbridge and Vegas, right?
Yeah, well, exactly, exactly. So I'm so pleased that over that period, obviously I've got to know you, and so on, and obviously know Paul as well. But that whole show has engineered, in some respect, your life now. Yeah,
of course it has. Yeah. It's, when you think like not only I've met Paul, I've met my full blood brother as well, and that is just incredible in such a short time.
And where is he now?
He's in Manchester now.
Right, okay.
Yeah, he came and lived in Manchester many years ago. So yeah, he's in Manchester, and we're going to be meeting up soon. We're going to come down. And, he's coming down.
Southend.
Southend. Yeah, he's coming down.
Taking him on Adventure Island.
I can't do that. I'll get motion sickness. I might go in a crooked house. I think he might prefer to sit outside some pubs, Nigel.
Fair enough. Well, we can't go wrong with that. Taxi!
Taxi!
So that's what you need, isn't it, really? Yeah, that's cool. I'm just so pleased that I can interview you guys about, your life and everything else. And, Paul done his book. I... obviously knew about you as well.
Yeah.
Paul's story is an amazing story.
Absolutely.
So horrid. He went through a really tough time as well.
It's awful what he went through. Absolutely awful.
Yeah. But anyway, so now we are talking music.
Yeah.
What sort of people are you looking for? Well, you could help people out, couldn't you, and so on.
When it comes to, I like a great vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if they're male or female, but a great vocalist is I love to work with good vocalists, as simple as that. And if anyone that wants to add me on Facebook, please feel free to follow me, and I'll add you on Facebook. And and you can check all my releases out on Spotify, and I'm on Insta. I'm on every social media you can think of.
Yeah.
So, but if you guys are out there and you are a singer or something like that, maybe you want to just get in touch.
So how does it work for you? Do you become a producer if they're good enough and whatever?
I'll write the song. And I'll record the song, and they'll come in and do the vocals, and they'll be featured on the track, and they'll be out there. It'll be Frankie Peroni featuring whoever you are.
Yeah.
And that's what we normally do, and then we put it out if it's good enough on all the streaming platforms like Spotify and iTunes and stuff like that.
That's one of the things we do on this station is like Michelle, who does the mid-morning show called Eat My Brunch. She introduces a lot of new talent. A lot of the other guys do a lot of talent as well. Introduce them in, so we always try and push local talent. That's fantastic. So
I'll send them some songs.
Yeah, definitely. So what we'll do is we'll get you in touch with Kevin regarding the open mics.
That'd be good.
And hopefully we can move that on for you. Anything you want to talk about, add on or whatever?
Not that I can think of. But yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people meet me in the street and they're frightened to come up to me. But I've spoken to a lot of people in Southend who just come up and said, I saw you on Long Lost Families. And they've all got a story to tell.
Yes.
They've always got... There's a lot of people try to get on Long Lost Families, right? And it's not easy to get on it.
No.
Paul was lucky he got on it. They liked his story, and obviously he had the backup of having a film and a book, which helped him probably.
Of course, yeah.
But a lot of people want to try and get on that programme to connect with family and all that, because a lot of people are using My Heritage now and putting their DNA on it.
Right.
And from My Heritage, I've also met my nieces in Malta.
Wow.
Via this, yeah. So there's more to the story. Like, it just goes on and on. When I looked on My Heritage the other day, I've got 300 cousins. I can't get in touch with all of them. That's way too many.
No.
300.
No, absolutely.
But, close family I've met, I'm talking to on WhatsApp, like my nieces and that. Yeah, so, yeah. I say to people, don't stop trying to go on Long Lost Families. Just keep doing it, because if you're looking for someone in your life and you're not sure where they are now, it's the best programme to go on. Trust me.
Excellent. So now, obviously, I've got a cousin who I speak to.
Yeah.
There's not many of us left now around, but I'm obviously Irish background as well, my surname.
Yeah.
And then, so there ain't many of us left. But yeah, obviously we chat every now and then.
Yeah.
He always takes a mickey out of me because I'm Palace fan and he's Spurs.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So a lot. My other half, of course, she's West Ham.
Right.
So there's a lot of banter goes off everywhere.
Football banter, yeah.
Football banter. But why would anybody see you walking down the street and, well, I ain't talking to him? That's not right. is it?
No, absolutely not, no.
No, this man wants to be loved, right?
Yes.
Like, you see him walking around today and you think, he's a nice guy. Yeah?
I am a nice guy.
Yeah.
Definitely am.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm building myself up.
Yeah, no. Yeah, fly that flag. Put
Fly
a
that
flag
flag.
up there, yeah. And he's been on the boat as well, so last night when it was...
I was on the boat last night playing guitar, yeah. My friend's boat, the Aquilon. Yeah.
Looked like it was right rocking.
Yeah, it was that rock. Yeah, remember that film? What's it called?
Jaws.
No. Not that one, the one that rocks the boat.
What do you mean, the pirate ship?
Yeah, the pirate ship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the house...
based on Caroline,
the
isn't
boat that rocked.
it? Yeah.
That's it.
I still listen to Caroline Radio, actually.
Yeah, still out there on Blackwater.
Yeah, I still listen to it.
Yeah, it's all cool.
But I'll be listening to your show now.
Thank you very much. You like the music, don't you?
Yeah, I do like it. It's nice.
If you get a chance to listen to Mikey in the morning,
Yeah.
he does Mikey's Bangers and he does the top 10 from when. And you know,
Yeah, well, I'll tune in. I'll definitely tune in, yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I can't say enough for thank you for coming in.
Okay, mate.
How it's a small world we live in. And just spoken to you a few times, but you've become very much part of our... You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I really appreciate you asking me down there, Nigel. I really do.
No, that's
very
fine.
nice of you.
Look after yourself.
All right.
Okay, and so let everyone know where they can get your music, listen to your music, and how they can get in touch with you if they're interested in...
Yeah, so, guys, if you want, simply search me out on Facebook, Frankie Peroni, Peroni. And, you can find me on any of the streaming services, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. If you want to add me on Insta, again, Frankie Peroni, and the same for TikTok. And, if you're a singer, send me something. Send me something on Messenger. I'd be loving to hear it.
There we are, you see.
Big shout out to my family as well.
Do a lot if you want to.
I'll try and remember everyone. I can't though. Gemma, Katie, Ellie, Isla, Hassan, Paul and Bex, all my mates, Jacqueline, Martine, Michelle, Gemma. There's so many more. You know who you are. Anyway, I love you all.
There we are. See, it's all about love. Now then, we got. Is it I Only Want to Be With You? Is that the one?
Yeah.
And right, this fantastic song as well. And I was a bit confused with this, but because of the naming, but it's fine.
Oh, the name of it?
Yeah.
I had to put 3 eyes on it because there's one called I Only Want to Be With You.
He had a stutter at the time.
It's a stutter.
So this is Frankfurt called... No. This is, of course, it is Frankie Peroni, and it is Only Want to Be With You. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. 3 eyes, not 2. He didn't dot the T's, did he?
I didn't dot them.
Here we are then. I Only Want to Be With You. Fantastic. Thank you again once again.
Thanks, Nigel.
Fantastic.
I really appreciate
You're a top
it.
man. Thank you.
Hit it.
Everybody's got a tale to tell about how they never loved and they finally fell. Then they met someone and the feelings came. It's all about love and it's all about play. I suppose I could say that I'm not like them. I could say that I'm strong and I just won't bend. But I'd be lying and I'm just the same. I'm standing in the shadows of the pouring rain. Whoa. I wanna be with her when I'm too damn old. And I got butterflies in my tongue. I can't remember loving anyone like you. And I only wanna be with you. No one else is going to. It's gotta be me and you. And I really need to hold stand there and I stand here. Karma's always gonna get you back, but love is always gonna mount a counterattack. And everything good comes with something bad. Are people gonna miss what they've never had? Whoa! 'Cause I got a woman and she's good as gold. I wanna be with her when I'm too damn old. And I got butterflies in my tongue. I can't remember loving anyone like you.
An absolute gentleman. Frankie Peroni, and I only want to be with you, but it's I only want to be with you. Fantastic song. So if you want to find out more about Frankie, just look him up on Facebook and Instagram and everywhere else, even YouTube as well. Get in touch if you're interested in having someone produce your music or produce music and you can sing on it and whatever. Get in touch with him, and he will probably be appearing down at the open mic stuff on a Monday night, and I will let Kev Piggott know he's coming down, so that'd be rather nice. Right, let's have a little bit of this.
Only on Phoenix 98 FM. Here's Nigel.